Welcome, you guys. This is a different type of live. Oh, I forgot I have my microphone on. So I am currently painting this flower pot, because I am going to put my plant in it. And so I decided to paint it on live with you guys. So my name is Marvelous Marva. I go live every single day. Today makes what, 242 days of me going live. And so I'm getting paint on my clothes. I think I should get my apron. That's why I have a custom apron. I have a reason now to use it. But hey, you got a new doggy. What? Everybody say congratulations to Naya. Girl, why are you over here blowing my mind? You got a new dog? What kind of dog is it? Welcome, little Kobe. Woo. I'm gonna go grab my apron really quick, you guys. Give me just 1 second. And I'm still here. I don't know how far my phone extends as far as the microphone goes, but I am coming around the corner now with my apron on. Here I am. Let's get ourselves tied up here. Much better. This actually feels much better too, because now I don't have to worry about my boobies and sweating and all that. Anyway, a mini golden doodle. Oh my gosh. I've been thinking about like a poodle or let's see how far my eyes can work, because I haven't tried that. I've been wanting like a small dog. But guess what kind of dog I want? Also, well, I don't want this dog. My whole train of thought is off right now. It's not that I want this dog. I've been researching poodles. There you go. My daughter has what is, Zora is a Maltipoo? A Maltipoo. She's super cute. She has attitude. But she is like, I was gonna say hypoallergenic. Like, no, is it hypoallergenic? You would know because you have a mini golden doodle now. It's one of the things they say that's why people like those dogs, because they don't shed. And they say that poodles are extremely smart. They can learn like their tricks and things like so fast. They're supposed to be like the fastest ones that can learn. So it's like a preferred dog, a poodle. So I've just been learning about that. Guess what else I've been learning about, Naya? This comment is specifically for you. I have been learning about candy making. Here, I thought it was just making just like a little bit, but now I'm seeing you could make all kinds of shapes. So I'm really thinking about getting into it, because I have some beads. I'm gonna work with the ones that I have here, which is not very many, but I want to try it out and see what happens. See if I enjoy it or not. What we're doing first here is we're putting a coat of white on for our base. So whatever we paint on here will come out nicely. And if you guys are just joining, my name is Marvelous Marva, and I am currently painting this old flower pot that my job was throwing away. And I was like, no, I'm gonna take this with me. I like to rescue a lot of things. Even this table I rescued from the side of the street. It was just out there abandoned for like a few days. Oh, you did a tutorial on flat squares. Okay, I'm gonna go check out your tutorial. I have a few beads. It's when I started seeing like the videos on them and seeing like how like creative you can get in the different colors, I was like, okay. And then I started looking at my wrist and I was like, it's kind of like I'm already like wearing candies, yeah. Maybe that's why you found my channel to be like good, like why you were attracted to my channel in the beginning, because I had my bracelets on. I always had bracelets and rings. Today I'm not wearing any rings. My fingers have been feeling like not that, just hot. I don't know what that's about. If you guys are just joining, welcome in. My name is Marvelous Marva. Today I'm painting this flower pot for my pothos plants that are in water. They've been in water now for, I think, like 3 weeks, I'd say. So yeah, I want to get them out of the water and put them in soil so they can get used to it and grow big and strong. First thing we did was put a white base on, and then after the white base, and this is doesn't have to be professional, like I'm making this however I want, and honestly I don't even know what I'm gonna paint on it, but I did select some colors already, so we're gonna see what happens. My art always turns out to be like that. While I wait for this to finish kind of setting a little bit more, let me show y'all the plant that's gonna be living in there. This guy. And it won't just be this guy, because there's a bunch of, bruh, he's ready to get out of this water. Look, he's like, I need to be somewhere. So I really gotta I gotta do better. I noticed today that it was kind of like turning like very light color. So I was like, it's because he needs to be in some soil. So I'm gonna take care of you. Don't worry. I know how to be a good parent. This one doesn't have a root yet, but it's still surviving. So that means some of these nodes are getting what they need. And then I also put some just like cuttings only in there. I don't know if any of those cuttings by themselves did anything. Ooh, this one is trying. There's a root coming from it. Some people say that you can't do it from just like the cutting. You need to have a leaf on it still, but this one is showing a root. That's why I'd like to experiment. Just try everything, you guys. So I think the paint should be about ready now. My napkin. And we're gonna see what we're gonna put on here. So yesterday we painted a sunflower, a wild sunflower. It was so nice. It was so nice. After I got off of live with y'all, I stayed on a little bit longer and I kept painting, and I ended up putting more glitter. So to me, it looks like perfect. You were looking at Art Lives. Oh, I was looking at Art Lives. So yeah, I found you like in May, So May, June, July. So we've been knowing each other now for almost like 2.5 months. I'm so delighted to know you, Naya. Thank you so much for being a loyal subscriber and for always hanging out with me. Like you really helped me to like feel motivated. I'll be thinking about you when I'm not even on. That's why I was like researching candies today. It's like there's something about this. I think I want to make like a. Let's see what happens. I saw pink first, but now I'm starting to see like green or even black first. Yeah, let's do black first. And we'll use a little water to help out. We're using acrylic paint, you guys. So where's that? Yo, I also was like overthinking coming on live for a second. I was like, I'm all in my house clothes. I don't really feel like having people see me like this. And then I was like, girl. The whole point is that I actually want to paint, and I want to paint with y'all. So if I, continue to censor myself, then I won't be here painting with y'all. I'll still paint, but I won't paint with y'all, and I want to paint with y'all. You made a mini bag of pony beads, like a mini bag that you could like put things inside. Hmm. Tell me more. Y'all be inspiring me too. That's another reason why, like, I be wanting to come back because I learn stuff from y'all. I learned stuff. I have broken out of my shell of like not trying things because the other day, Fun Guy was here, or Fun Guy came on. He was here when I was on live, and he was like, "You should paint a mountain." I was like, "No," and then I was like, "Wait, he's right. I need to start facing these things that I'm afraid of. That's the only way I'm gonna get better." I feel like somebody needs to hear that advice. You need to finish your cuff. Ooh, I think that's so cool that you made one that is a bag that you could put stuff in. Pony beads, are pony beads the ones like like the big ones for your hair? Just for clarification. Asking for a friend. I know all there is to know about candies already. That's why I'm asking the question. How exhausting. Because I don't know anything. I don't have any of the information, you guys. I'm also here to show you guys that doesn't matter how old you get, you can rebuild your life at any point in time. You can start over again. To make candy, you will need elastic string, pony beads, and scissors. Do you remember that time I was telling you about that rainbow string? And I was just looking right here because there's a piece of it here. I don't think I'll be able to take it down. Yeah, I shouldn't take it down because it's actually securing my wind thingy. But look, or actually, let me turn my camera this way so you can really see. I have a whole roll of this kind of elastic. This elastic right now is holding up my little this, my little that thing, my wind catcher or something. And an insane amount of patience and tutorials. I got patience. I do. I have more patience than a lot of people I know. All right. So we got one layer on. I'm trying to not be too precise. Hi, Vanessa. What's up, girl? What's up? Vanessa has a #1 ranking. I see you, girl. Period. Thank you for being here. The cat's here too, you guys. He came by. He was in my bed with me earlier again. Okay, what color are we going to put next? Should we do... No, kitty. Bad kitty. Orange. Making like little orange dots. How is the view? You guys can see okay? This is my patio, y'all. I live here. I'm like so like gassed and geeked and all the words that millennials say. I almost said I'm cooked, but I think cooked means something bad. Like she's cooked, she's tired or something. No, Garfield, leave my feet out of the equation. I can't even see him. But yeah, I haven't said it. Yeah, if you guys are new here, make sure that you subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I go live every single day. Most times it's at 7:30 here lately, 7:30 p.m. Puerto Rico time. That's where I live, is in Puerto Rico. But right now, I think it's like 5. I don't know. I have to go over to my phone. And Garfield says no. He's like, girl, where you going? Keep painting. All right, sir. He's right. He's right. Actualmente. It's gonna make one thing, but then now I decided to make something else on top of this. So it's like a little diamond, kind of. What are you guys working on today? Are y'all doing any arts and crafts? For anyone that's into astrology, um, the new moon that we're about to have is going to be in Cancer. And that means that if you've been feeling nostalgia or like super connected to your family or wanting to be super duper cozy, that's kind of the reason why. And also, if you've been feeling kind of emotional as well, or if things have been coming, like people have been coming back up, because we also have a retrograde happening too. Yo, I just had a friend call me, and she hadn't called me in a while. Rotator cuffs. Some projects take weeks. Some projects take weeks. I got weeks. I got time. You said patience. I got patience. I can do this. Back to the story though. So this is the story time because this just happened. So she just called me not too long ago, and she had called me before, like a few weeks ago, and I ignored her call. I've been trying to like actively ignore her, and finally today, after the fourth ring, I went ahead and answered. I was like, if I don't answer it now, I'm gonna keep getting this test or this challenge to come back up. It's gonna keep popping up until I face it because there's a reason why I'm not answering it, and I need to face that. So anyway, I answer the call, stop what I'm doing to answer, and she says, "What's up, bitch? How you been? Like, are you okay? Are you alive?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." I was like, "Everything's good here." And I could hear like she could tell my tone right away, like, "Oh, she's not here to play games." And I don't know what I said next, but somehow we got to the point in the conversation because it wasn't a long conversation. It was a lot of quietness. And she said, "Are you mad at me?" And I said, "I'm not mad at you." I said, "Honestly, I had to pull back from you." And she was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because I noticed that I was being a part of the loop that you were in, and I didn't know how to get out of it. Every time I would talk to you, you would just ask me for money for energy drinks and for cigarettes." This is literally what I told her. And she didn't really say anything. I said, also, I got tired of trying to give you advice too. I was like, I realized that that wasn't healthy for me because I was wasting a lot of energy trying to like talk you off the bridge a lot because you were making so many choices that didn't make sense to me. And so she goes, "Well, I'm sorry that I made you feel bad, you know." And she was like, "I stopped drinking, like I quit drinking like a few days ago, and now I'm gonna be over here, and I'm gonna be back in Puerto Rico doing this other volunteer opportunity thing." And normally, when she would tell me stuff like that, I'd be like, "Well, good, I'm so happy for you." But this time, something in me just said, "Well, I wish you good luck." And normally I'd fill it in with more words, but I repeated it again. I was just like, "I wish you good luck, genuinely." And I said, "Well, I'm going to talk to you later." And she said, "Okay, talk to you later." And that was the end of that. And I feel like because I went ahead and faced that conversation, that I'm not going to have to face that conversation no more. No more of those strange phone calls. No more of spending the energy in a way that doesn't make sense. And it's not that I don't want to be her friend. I do. If she comes in a at a different chapter in her life and things are different, then things are going to be different. But what this season has taught a lot of us is that we need to have boundaries and that we're not helping each other by enabling each other. I know people that would just like drink with her and like encourage her, like the things that she was doing that wasn't making sense. It's not helping her life to move forward. And I'm like, I would tell those people, I'd be like, y'all not her real friend, because a real friend's not gonna sit here and be like, I don't give a if you take medicine, like you're taking medicine for your stability, and you're drinking and partying, and you're having whole meltdown breakdowns. For me, enough is enough. If you have anyone in your life like that, don't abandon them, but also don't abandon yourself. That's what I want to say. Because I was there for a good while, but until I couldn't be anymore. Okay, that's it. Thanks for listening. That's the only story time I think I have. I'm gonna keep painting here. I don't usually tell stories like that, so thanks for listening. I don't know how to do the tutorial for the rotator cuff, so now I'm freestyling it. Do you think that it'll still come out okay if it's freestyle? Sometimes I know like if we freestyle it, then we come up with a whole nother shape. Like it's like you create magic. That's why I asked that question. I don't know if I like how this is coming out, but I'm gonna keep going. You gotta trust the process, right? Do you like it, Kitty? Kitty said he don't know either. You don't want to see him? Ugh. What about now? Can you hear me now? I done said so many words. Can you hear me now? Well, no. Girl, I'm so sorry. I'm so glad I looked up. I was saying so many words. I was telling y'all so many things. He was like, what is she saying? Stop talking. We can't hear you. I was really just talking about the music and the ambiance in the background. The irony, y'all can't hear me, but I was talking about y'all hearing me. I was saying how the neighborhood bar is like right there, so the music is on all the time, and like I've learned how to like tune it out now, so I kind of forget that it's on until I hear it, and then I was like, oh, we're probably hearing that. Oh, you guys, this is gorgeous. Oh my god. I want to put a little more green towards this one. What are y'all thinking? How are y'all feeling about it? My cup is hanging by a string, literally. Literally. Let's give it a second to dry. I want to paint the edge too, so it has some color to it. This is gonna be so pretty. I do love the way colors look when they're blended together, so that's part of this. Clean our brush some. Y'all, working outside is a vibe. I like this. I don't feel hot. The breeze is blowing. I can see the ants crawling on the wall. Like there's some nature happening. Right before I started going live, my neighbor came home from work. There's a lizard right there. Well, anyway, my neighbor came home from work, and I was like, this is my first time actually being out here like this, like with a whole setup, table, and all that. And I knew I was gonna be wondering, how is she gonna like, no, how is she gonna accept or handle that? And she was like excited. I don't know what Garfield wants, but he's like doing the most. Y'all come get your friend. I'm not about that life. No. Uh-uh. Look. That lizard is still there. Let me show y'all the lizard. Oops. No. Don't touch my feet. You see it? Do you see it right there? He's cute. He's just frozen. You watching me? Are you watching the show? He's watching the show. Watching Garfield trying to boss hog me. I'm calling him Garfield Papas because the neighbor lady upstairs, she calls him Papas. No. No, kitty, no. Okay. Now I said I wanted to go back in to this section right here and just add a little bit more green to it with pink. He's chill now. He just had to get that out of his system. No, this is so pretty to me. Let's do the top piece with blue since we landed with blue, and we'll mix in a little purple with it too. How are you guys doing? Yes, cutie. They're adding star beads. So you have beads that are shaped like little stars? I want to see that. I like anything stars, moons, suns. Show it to me all day. All day, every day. The edge does not have any white on it. I think it'll still be okay. I'm having fun here, and I hope that this is inspiring you guys who are watching this live or video as it's an upload as well. So I'm going to upload it. I hope this inspires y'all to be creative. I hope me chatting with Naya in the comments has inspired y'all to like make some candies or just to be like creative. She likes to watch and do her creative things. Hey Lena, how are you? Lena Bina, I love that name. Lena Bina. Welcome in, girl. Are you working on any creative projects right now? Or are you chilling out just watching? Either way, thank you for being here. If you have not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and do so. And for anyone that's watching, y'all go ahead and subscribe. We're growing this channel. We're doing all kinds of things. I'm building my life out here in Puerto Rico, like in real time. I'm so used to having myself together and then showing people, but this time around I said no. I'm gonna go ahead and also talk about how I needed to start my life over, and so some of that content is on this channel as well. There's quite a few shorts I've been including. You'll see things like me doing acro yoga, which is a new hobby. It's not a new hobby, but it's a new hobby here in Puerto Rico for me. I didn't think I'd be able to find things that I loved back on the mainland here too. So the fact that that opened up for me, and I've been longboarding more, getting out more, and tons of art. I do a lot of arts and crafts, lots of DIYs. Okay, so now that's the edge. Thank you so much for the likes, you guys. You definitely should post about the stars because I want to see them. I want to see those stars. Can I show you guys what the pot looks like up close? Thank y'all for the likes. Thanks for tapping the screen. Here you go. This is what we did. Isn't it so pretty? The bottom part, I just like all of the mixing of the colors and how they're all blending. It's like telling a story. Picasso, period. Right? The top part, it's giving Picasso. Aw, thank you. It's so pretty. Like I'm like, that's so pretty. I think my work is so pretty. But I appreciate the compliments too. Thank y'all so much for that. I think we could leave it like this, and maybe we'll add to it in the future. En la futura, we can make it something more. This little table was a perfect find on the side of the street because, I mean, Bruh, it's tabling. It's like giving table, right? No, Barfield. All right, so the next thing we need to do is put soil in here. Y'all think I should wait? I think I should wait until it fully dries so when I water the plants, when I water the soil, I won't mess up my work. So we've been live for 40 minutes and it feels like 15 minutes. No makeup, no hair done, no bra. We were just here today and I enjoyed every minute of it. I'm glad that you guys were here with me. I'm glad that we made this beautiful decoration on our flower pot. We got a new home for our plant. We're gonna put it in there soon once it's dry. And with that being said, I'm going to end today's live. You guys make sure that you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, follow me on all the other platforms as well. Um, Check out my bio. I have some links in there if you're interested in traveling and you want to do it for the cheap. I have a link in there for the journey of how I started traveling. So I think I should make a story time video for that. Because there's a lot of people that have been applying to the place where I started at, and they're here now, like in Puerto Rico, doing their lives, going to the beach, and not having to pay any bills, and they're exchanging their time for just a for just what they're exchanging work for room and a little food and like a whole country. I don't know if I even said that right. I feel like that was all over the place. Let me re-say it. Let me re-say it. I've also been practicing on like how my stories and my talking comes off. So let me say it again. There is a link in my bio. The link is to World Packers. That link will allow you to take $10 off. That $10 off will make the annual fee for the app, I think $39, which is way a great price. Um, what you can do on that app, it connects you to people all over the world who are hosting from their place for people to come and exchange. So you can exchange things like art, you can exchange things like tutoring. Like if you go to China, you can do English tutoring there and they will have a place for you to stay. They'll have food for you to eat. Some places don't offer food. So you want to look on it, and decide which one you want and what suits your needs best and where you would like to travel to. And most of the time, for most of my travels that I did for the full almost 2 years of it, over 2 years of it actually, because I started in 2023 and now we're in 2026. So for me, the places I volunteered at, I always went to places that offered food. I went to a couple that didn't, and I just know how to be resourceful. And I think one time I had like $300 for the 3 weeks I was supposed to volunteer for. So I utilized that. And then while volunteering at this place, I was also able to come up with other ideas of how to make some money while I was there. I was like baking cookies and stuff and selling them before buying them. So it was also teaching me skills too. So not only am I at this place helping these people, I was a receptionist at the one that I was baking cookies at, but I was helping them be a front desk reception. And then at the same time, they gave me a place to stay. I was like, I'd say 3 minutes walk from the beach. Like I think it took 3 minutes to get there. So I was going to the beach every day for my 3 weeks that I stayed there. They wanted to promote me as every place I go to, people want to promote me and want me to be manager to run their operations or whatever. I politely declined and continued my journey. But because I had another place that I had signed up for that I was really looking forward to. And so I left that place after the 3 weeks, went to the next place for the 4 weeks, and this is all in Puerto Rico, or for the 4 months. I went to the next place and I stayed there for 4 months. And my host there, she was an artist. She is an artist, a local artist here in Puerto Rico, and she created like homes out of semi trailers, like cutting them in half and then having people come in from different places through that app and volunteer their time to like build it out, put walls and insulation and plumbing, and she turned those into Airbnbs. And I got to witness that and help with those kind of projects. So I'm still in one now, but I'm not in one because I'm a manager inside of it now. So now it's a job for me. So I've graduated from being just a volunteer to an employee. So it did help me to move into my own space. So there's a lot of opportunities that can come just by signing up for that app, paying that $39. Normally it's 49, but with the discount that I have with the code is solo travel 10 to make it easy for you. With that code, it makes it $39, and we spend $40 on so many things very easily. Like you could easily go to the grocery store and spend $40 on a bag of chips, some chicken strips that you're gonna put in the air fryer, something to drink, a box of cereal, and a gallon of milk. Like you could easily spend 40 like that. So I think it's cool to put it in that perspective and invest in yourself because it's a small amount that lasts for the entire year, and it gives you a catalog of all of these different places that you could go, even in your home state, because it's not all out of the country. There's things in California, in South Carolina, in Florida, in Houston, where I was living. There's so many people that are on the app now looking for help. So I haven't talked about it this passionately for a while, and I felt kind of a disconnect because I was tired of my experience, but I feel reignited. And the more I interview, because I'm the manager now at the place I'm at, the more I interview people that want to come and volunteer, the more I remember that people are looking for opportunities to experience other cultures, to meet other people, to be put in positions that make them feel a little bit uncomfortable so they can rediscover who they are, all these things. So it lights me up in that way. I get to experience that. So if y'all are just joining, what I was talking about is World Packers. There's a link in my bio for it. I'll put a link in this live too in the description, so that way people that are watching later will be able to see what is she talking about, because it's kind of random. That's if people even stay for this long. Like I know Naya's here. She's the only ride or die that I know. But I mean, if people were to watch it as an upload, would they watch the entire video? I don't know. I guess I don't care. Either way, I'm going to put that link. And with that being said, I'm going to end today's live. Thank y'all so much for being here with me. I look jacked. Every time I turn around, I just see my muscles popping all over the place. I love y'all so much. Until next time. Bye. Wait, let me get my screenshot. Okay. Bye. Adding a clear blue flower. Be then. Bye. Love you, Naya. I'll go look at your channel next.